Hi guys, I wanted to talk to you a minute because I saw there's a little bit of confusion between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. We need to talk about where the files for each of those live, okay? So right here, this is the Local by Flywheel application that is hosted, that lives on my machine, my local PC. And this is what I'm using to work with my WordPress.org files. Okay, so another way to do this to get into WordPress.org files is to use XAMPP or MAMP or something like that. But I chose Local by Flywheel because it's a nice, easy introduction to it. So you know that you would come in here and you would tell it to start this site. That means become a web server. Okay, let me say that again. You're teaching your machine to become a web server, to put something up and make it accessible. Okay, so here we go. And it's going to crank it out, and then you'll see something called local at the very top. Okay, so I'm not going to go any further into that. Just know that that is what does happen. Okay. Now, let's take a look at WordPress.com. The files you create for WordPress.com are saved by the WordPress company out on their machines, okay? On their web servers, not your local machine. And now this is really important, super, super important, because whenever you put in a password for WordPress.com, this is not going to be the same password as what you use for your local WordPress.org files hosted through Local by Flywheel or XAMPP or MAMP. Okay? These two sets of files live in two completely separate machines. All right, guys? Now, let's take that one step further. The WordPress.com servers are up and running 24/7, which is fantastic. That means you can send me a URL, and I'll be able to open that whenever I want to. On the other hand, the WordPress.org site, that is not open 24/7, because I'm hoping that you turn this off when you leave whatever you need, work you've completed, because having a web server on your local machine that isn't protected is not a good idea because of attacks from the outside, right? You guys have all heard about DDoS attacks, denial of service attacks, those kinds of things, or somebody hacking in and stealing information out of your web browser. Always make sure to turn this off before you leave for the day. So this is why whenever you are working with WordPress.org, I am going to ask you to send me a screenshot, because I'm really hoping you turn this application off and shut down that web server. Okay, my friends, I hope this makes more sense, and if you have any questions, give me a shout. Thank you.